Hi everyone, Filthy Better Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it is time for a review of the new Comethazine
mixtape,
Bawskee 2. Midwest rapper Comethazine, he is back with the follow-up, the sequel to his Bawskee tape that dropped last year, which has brought him a passionate cult following who also seem pretty thrilled about this latest project here. However, I'm not really seeing what's so exciting about this tape. Listening to this thing, I'm pretty surprised that Comethazine is from Illinois and that this thing is new, because all this tape really sounds like is something a South Florida rapper would have recorded and uploaded to Soundcloud 2 years ago. Maybe there would be an argument for this tape being cutting edge or refreshing had it somehow come out before Smoke Perp's Dead Star in 2017, but it didn't. And as a result, the flows and the instrumentals on Bawskee 2, even some of the vocal inflections that Comethazine brings to the table on this thing, are all pretty stale and blatantly unoriginal. And not only are so many of the sounds and the ideas on this project stale, but Comethazine does so little to put his own spin on any of it. I mean, sometimes his lyrics can get annoyingly edgy, where he's basically trying way too hard to sound threatening and aggressive without even trying to balance it out a little bit with some wit, or humor, or absurdity, or self-awareness. All that Comethazine really offers lyrically on this record is just unadulterated posturing, and that's it. Sometimes his hooks can be kind of infectious and ridiculous, like a Benjamin, counter, Benjamin, counter, first name Benjamin, last name counter. But the songwriting on this thing generally is not really anything to brag about, because a lot of the songs kind of cut out before the 2-minute mark even comes through, preventing many of these tracks from leaving a lasting impact. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing inherently bad about short songs. A lot of cool stuff can happen in 1 minute and 45 seconds. But Comethazine doesn't really provide anything all that sticky or interesting within that very short time frame. He would much rather get by with generic gangsterisms and just heaps of aggression over these somewhat left-field trap beats. And I will give it to this guy, he does have an ear for great production. I mean, his biggest hit so far, Walkin', is hugely indebted to the futuristic instrumental it's attached to. But it's not like the beats on this thing are so cutting edge that they actually become a selling point. They just give Comethazine's verses a somewhat weird backdrop, and that's about it. This thing is 10 tracks, it's 17 minutes, vapid lyrics, trendy flows, pretty much the same formula repeated for one track after another track after another track. There's really not a whole lot to pick over on this terribly uninteresting project, and it really left no impressions on me whatsoever outside of just feeling generally irked. And sure, while it's not the worst project I'm going to hear all year, it is utterly forgettable in the worst way imaginable. I'm feeling a decent 2 strong 4 on this thing. Transition, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Comethazine, forever.